Meg, having a win under your belt now, does it take a bit of the pressure off or let you guys play a bit freer now?
Yeah, hopefully the win the other night is a bit of a kickstarter for us. Obviously a new challenge coming up with Bangladesh tomorrow night, and we want to keep improving the way that we're playing. So it's nice to get a win on the board. Sometimes you just got to fight your way through and get the win. So it was nice to do that, and I know everyone's really looking forward to the next game.
Alyssa Healy starting to find some pretty good touch. Was it always just a matter of time for her?
Oh, we always felt it was. She's a world-class player and has been for a long time now. So, T20 cricket especially, it's very fickle. You can be in form one day and out the next. But we always felt like she'd come back really strongly, and she plays well in big games. So, looking forward to a couple of big scores coming up for her as well.
I suppose we saw that in the last T20 World Cup from her as well. So, I suppose you guys were always confident in that.
We were, absolutely, and she's been a very good player for a long time, and as I said, has played well in big games before. So we were just sort of waiting for it to click back into gear. And in World Cups, you want your most experienced players doing well, and I've got no doubt that she'll do that in the next few games.
Meg, a lot of chat about pressure. Sometimes pressure's a good thing. Is it fair to say the team are feeling some pressure and using it to their advantage?
Oh, there's no doubt there's pressure around. There's pressure on everyone. And obviously when you don't get off to an ideal start, that gets talked about a bit. But, as I said, I thought it was great we were able to grind out a win the other night, and hopefully that gives us a little bit of momentum heading into the back end. Every game is a must-win, and, this game's no different for us. So we're looking forward to the opportunity to get back out there and play.
Playing in a must-win situation like that, is it uncomfortable, or does it take you to another level?
I think in the past, and we saw that the other night, that this group has really embraced the pressure and played well in big moments before, and heading into this World Cup we knew there was going to be pressure. That's what happens at big tournaments. So it's nothing we weren't expecting, and as I said, I think we've played well in the past when we're under the pump. So the excitement levels, the confidence levels within the team are high, and we're just looking forward to getting back out there and playing again.
Given it is a home World Cup and how dominant you've been in recent years, the team probably has never come under so much scrutiny. Do you welcome that scrutiny?
Absolutely. I think it just shows where the game's at, and the interest, and that people want us to do well, and I think it's a great sign. Obviously you'd much prefer to be playing excellent cricket and everything going your way, but that's the reality, is that it doesn't happen in World Cups, and you've got to be able to fight your way through difficult periods, and hopefully we've started to do that, and the next couple of games we'll play a little bit better and improve on the things that we need to.
I'm sure there's tactics behind it, but there's a bit of head scratching with Ellyse coming in at 6 and 7, having one of the best averages in the team. Can you just explain that one a bit for the fans?
Yeah, it's something we've gone with for a little while now. A pretty flexible batting lineup. We've got the top 6 batters all could open the batting realistically, and it just generally comes down to the matchups on the day, the game situations, and what we think is going to work best. So we've gone with left-hand, right-hand combinations a little bit, and that's what we did the other night with Nick Carey coming in when Rach Haynes got out. So, Ellyse is a world-class player, and no doubt she'll get a chance at some point, but we've just got to be really flexible, and whatever the team needs, we're going to do.
We'll just jump over Ellyse. Speaking of Ellyse, how is her shoulder? There's been a lot of talk about that.
Yeah, it's fine. It's obviously something she's been managing since WBBL, but she's trained every time we've been out there training, and she's played every game, so it's nothing that's going to keep her out of any games or anything like that. She'll train fully today, so I'm sure there's a few players out in this competition who are managing injuries, and she's a professional. She deals with it really well, so we're not expecting anything major out of that.
Is there a chance she might be rested though against Bangladesh, do you think?
No.
Obviously going game to game, but they launched the Field the G campaign a year ago, so you can't completely block out the prospect of playing in front of 100,000 people. Is that something that's been discussed within the group, or how do you kind of address that elephant in the room?
We haven't spoken about it directly. I mean, obviously everyone involved in this tournament would love their team to be involved in that final on March 8, but there's a lot of water to go under the bridge before that happens, and as we've seen already throughout this tournament, there's no guarantees, and every team is extremely competitive and can beat anyone on the day. So we haven't focused on that at all. All we've talked about over the last few days is playing Bangladesh and how we can improve as a team and play better. So that's all we're focused on.
We haven't seen Soph Molyneux yet this tournament. How's she tracking with that hook thigh?
Yeah, she's coming along well. She'll train today, and then we'll assess how she sort of pulls up from that, and see if she's available for selection tomorrow night. So it's sort of a bit of a wait and see. It's been very frustrating for her and us to not have her available, but she's doing everything she can to get back. So yeah, it's just a matter of seeing how she gets through training.
And how do you go about preparing to play a side like Bangladesh, who you've never played before and who there wouldn't be much vision of?
Yeah, we obviously do as much research as we can. They played against India the other night, so we can have a look at that. But I think it gives us a great opportunity just to focus on what we're doing and how we want to play. And if we get our processes right and go out there and play our way, then hopefully the result will look after itself. So they played well against India. There's some dangers in there, so we need to make sure that we're focusing on playing extremely well and improving on what we put out last game.
Marnik, last one. Marnika's a pretty good batting deck. I assume it's if you win the toss, bat first situation.
I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. I've got to win the toss first. I don't know. I'll have a look at what the wicket conditions are and have a think about that. But whatever it is, whether we bat or bowl first, we've got to do it well, and hopefully we can put together that 40-over performance.
How's the team handling all the travel? It was a big flight yesterday from Perth. Are you having fun on the road?
Look, it's something that we're used to a little bit. Obviously, with WBBL, you travel around a fair bit, so it's nothing new. And heading into the tournament, we knew what that looked like, and all the other teams are in the same boat as well. So it is what it is. You've just got to deal with it. It's nothing that was unexpected. So the group was in pretty good spirits yesterday with the travel. The time difference is probably the bigger thing rather than the amount of travel that we did. So everyone seems really good today, and hopefully we can have a good session and move on to tomorrow.